If you're observing the price action and you're in doubt, don't forget to watch the Bitcoin dominance. It was here at 58.5. Now it's starting to push back to the downside. It's at 57.23, which kind of gives you the idea. The pattern formation, which showed you a breakout, is now a fake out. And that's on Bitcoin dominance, which, if you understand correctly, means good times for altcoins. Now, what would be the immediate support which you should be looking at? Yeah, it's not that far, but from 57, if Bitcoin dominance is coming to 56 and it's going to test that support, it's going to be choppy in Bitcoin side of the equation, which means altcoins will still get room to breathe. XRP is now in the standard deviation zone. As of now, the weekly is still playing out and it's just the start of the week, so you have time. But remember, while you stay above 59 to 60 cents, that's a huge bonus point, because we were below that 60 for a long time. And if you can now make that as a support, wow, that's a wonderful equation. Look at all these from XRP. It shows you a wonderful equation. We'll actually break those down and give you the right thought process right here, right now. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We've been going through a lot of these assets, giving you guys the right thought process. And here we are watching that what we discussed in yesterday's video did play out. Right now, you understand, the market is really volatile. Some of these assets dropped and dropped hard. So when you are in a trade, you do have to look at which direction that trade is going and to balance that based on the volume and the price action. Say this was one of our trade. We were involved in that asset and we were riding it with leverage. That's risky. So if you don't understand where the confirmation comes in, you're trapped. We exited here close to 0.016. It was still close to the top, local top, right? So yes, that was a losing trade, but that's after 7 successful winning trades with an average of 30% compounded. That's the key word, right? Now you lost only 16% and you're going to re-enter into multiple trades, which will make much better ROI. And your base, say you started from $1,000. You're not at 1,000 now. You're at 6,000, 6x. Now, when you start from there, that clearly means your next 30% or the 30% after that is going to push you further. Just 2 to 3 trades with an average of 38% is going to make you 10x again. So the game is live, the game is on. If you want to participate, use the link in the description, join the SI family, ride the wave. Now, let's get right back into what the market shows us. So when you do pull up XRP and you look at it on a daily, we got a bearish engulfing candle on a daily. We have seen those before. What happens is you go back up to retest it. You've seen that before and you go back up to retest it. So that was back in July, then August. So you have done that kind of a move multiple times. What also matters along with all of this is that you go back and you stand onto a higher time frame structure. Here, this is a 3-day chart for XRP. If you do connect all the tops, you kind of get the idea, okay, we broke higher. Whether that's on a 3-day chart or it's on a weekly chart, you're now observing the fact that you had a breakout which is confirmed. Fine. So your measured move in XRP with the breakout is somewhat decent, 45-50%. From 0.6, that's $0.9. You're looking for XRP to push further to the upside. It will come as a surprise for the majority, but remember, micro corrections will be there. If you're going to ride this to the upside, understand it's not only the trend based guys who are trading the market. It's not only the pattern traders trading the market. It's not only the wave guys trading the market. So all these thought process will boil down into one equation. Are you ready to ride that wave? Because it's going to be choppy. A lot of different people are pulling this from a lot of different sides. Something it's going to $1,000. Something it's going to $100. Something $20. Whatever is happening from the current price, that's a magnificent opportunity. Fine. Now look through this. We followed this. We got a breakout. Now, if you're going higher, you want to see a breakout, retest, which should be the wave 1, which is a nano there, and then you go up. Fine. That should be 0.9. Then you correct a little bit down. Then you go up to complete this wave 2. Maybe that's $1.2. Now you correct back down to 0.8 and then go up to $2. That's a great equation. And that's just the start of a macro wave. You need to understand that. Yes, it's a bit confusing, but after a few months, it will not matter if you try to spend more time and learn it, because the price would be there. It would be priced in. You want to get in before it gets priced in. While the Bitcoin dominance rides lower, you want to be in that equation. You look at the 3-day chart for Bitcoin dominance. What is it arguing? It's breaking the moving average to the downside. And that doesn't happen every now and then. You bounce off a few times, but when you do break, it's a good equation. Now we go on a weekly, which gives you even higher time frame. Now, even the moving average is at 56. So you can easily drop to that range. This is going to be key. Now think about the other side. The price was going up, but the RSI was not. It's going down. You know what that means. The SI family is well educated on that front. Now, what's the pattern printing in front of you? Now we know what that pattern does. So if this is to come back down to test the moving average, then the break to the downside is going to push a lot of altcoins to the upside. You come here, look at some of these, look at the volume, look at the price action. It is becoming more and more interesting. And that's in the first 100. You need a ton of money to move those assets, and they're starting to move now. Look at Woo. We posted the opportunity call maybe 10 days before or 12 days before. Now you come here, you watch. It's up 18% for the day. It's up 44% for the week, a month. But you look at the idea. On a yearly chart, it's just getting started. So you need to know where these opportunities are to use that correctly. Some of them, 30% up for the week, but already went down a bit. They cooled off. So buying the dip opportunities will be in front of you. If you are a spot rider, you only care about the macro chart to ride. Whichever classification you fall into, SI family is the best place for you. It's the most educated crypto group which you can enter for this bull market. Now, how will this play out? You're looking at Bitcoin. If you are following Bitcoin to take your trades, understand this. You broke to the downside. Agreed. That's not a positive sign. Why? Because you got rejected at a resistance which has been there from March. Okay, that's a long line. Now, what's next? You broke to the downside. You're going to come back up to test this. Maybe you break this. You ride higher. Maybe you don't. Maybe you get rejected. Right? All of these are possibilities. But at this point in time, what the price action is showing you is that Bitcoin is slowly going to grind to the upside, while the Bitcoin dominance is going to the downside, which means the altcoins are going to perform very well. On a weekly, you just got the confirmed evening star in the Bitcoin dominance. Yeah, we have seen multiple fake outs with evening stars within the Bitcoin dominance, right? You go a little down, then you bounce up, you remain choppy. But go back in time, look at that choppy face. That's when the altcoins did perform very well. Now, if you're in that equation, in that loop, you want to take part in that. It would remain choppy here. Great. Perfect. All coins are riding to the upside. That's all that you want. So while you are here, look for the macro, understand the fact, say gold is still going up, but now it's starting to form a evening star. That's a good equation. Gold cools off, crypto gets some money. Gold did run up hard, so we understand, okay, there should be some cool down, which is a good thing. Because once you do see that, crypto usually go to the upside. Now we go look at the dollar side of the equation. It came back down to a macro support. It's now playing with this range, and it's putting in bullish divergence. You see this? It's putting in bullish divergence. So there is going to be a test of this trend. You came this low, then we're going to come up, test this before you go back down. That means you still have few months of a drop ahead of you, but before that, you will see this guy going back up. While that price appreciation happens in the dollar terms, you need to watch for multiple trend lines. In the RSI, for the rejection, you need to see the RSI coming to 47, 48 and getting rejected on a 3-day chart for dollar, which will be a huge sign and signal for the crypto market. But overall, if you're in the crypto market, if you're looking at what the market is about to give you, this is the retest. Watch for this retest. Use that retest in a right way. If you don't want to time it to the perfection, it's okay. It's fine. It's just another 5% drop. But if you do, consider this. The market has shown you these kind of moves before. Whether in the MACD terms, whether in the RSI terms, whether in the price action terms. We have seen these kind of moves before. And those moves have usually helped us to ride something. So the MACD cross is easy to understand. The RSI break and a retest is easy to understand. The price drop is easy to understand. It's very easy. It's not, man. You take time, you go through all of this. Now it's easy to understand. But all the hard work you put in, it takes time, effort, and energy. And if you don't want to spend all of those because you're busy, that's where you take part in the Scientific Investor family. So guys, if you received value, smash that like button for me. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.